Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus. We are in the Xel'Naga Caverns, and I've got a 1v1 of, well, of gold proportions. I've been doing a lot of silver games recently, and this next one is going to be stepping it up a little bit into the gold level as we take a look at Kildris, the red Zerg player, going up against Netrix the blue Terran, and they are facing off here in the Xel'Naga Caverns as I try and break out the Scottish brogue for this cast, although I won't do it the whole time. That'll be insufferable, don't you think? Who wants to listen to this for an entire, well, probably somebody who's Scottish would probably be pretty damn baller at casting. Hey, we love Total Biscuit, and he's British. Bring out another Brit with a Scottish brogue. Break it down. Or, you know, somebody who's like northerly Irish, an Ulsterian. Anyhow, this is NuubCast, where we firmly believe that lower level games can be fun and exciting and informative. And so we stalwartly press on, bringing the noobs to the noobs. And taking you... I don't know what I was going there. I don't know where I was going there. I was taking the noobs somewhere. And the noobs were coming to me with something. But, you know, we're playing StarCraft, man. And speaking of StarCraft, it's flipping awesome. Kildris getting that early expansion. Wants to get the economy up and running. No safety in this Zerg build. Steals the gas from the Terran player. Doesn't want to see any kind of early Banshee play. Or, what else? No, this... It's a good thing to steal the gas as Zerg against Terran, because what you do is you take away the early... Oh, look at that. Going to keep going. You take away the possibility of the early, super early Banshee. You delay it. You take away or delay the possibility of the early Hellion harass. Blue Flame Hellion is going to be much harder to get. I actually don't like the idea of him going off of there, because if he went there and kept that, because this is just normal timing. You know, you get your gas, you get your second gas right away if he wants it. If he's thinking of going for that early Hellion push, but he's not. Look at this. He's dropping a freaking command center. So we are going to see a macro game between these two players, both deciding to go very early expansions, and Kildris rallying to the expansion. All right, I guess. Getting that spine crawler down to hold off any early marine pressure. We do see 3 more barracks dropping and a second gas for Netrix. So we're going to see what kind of tech he has in mind. Dropping those mules. Droning going on. Going to try and connect his 2 bases with creep. Always a very, very good idea. And already spreading it out that way. I think most people would tell you that it's more important at this stage to connect those bases, because if you do get that early harassment, whether it's Hellion or otherwise, you want to be able to double up your queens and be able to get them traveling between your bases so that you can team up those queens to help push off that early pressure. It looks like he's not even looking to expand this time, just going to be getting the economic advantage of having double mules, double SCVs, and then when he's ready and able, he can lift that off and move it out, which doesn't look like it's going to be too far. He's going to get a bunker down, a couple bunkers, and then as soon as he feels established down on the lower ground, he's going to move his command center over. Kildris, you notice putting the Overlord over here. This is to try and head off the any kind of drop play. He wants to be able to see it long before it's coming, and that's a perfect place to put your Overlord, you're going to see it. The same thing's happening here, obviously, just a little bit closer to home, wants to keep it, wants to be able to react, have some kind of reaction time against some drop play. But obviously, looking at Netrix base, it's going to be a while before there's anything remotely droppage. Anything remotely droppage. That is poor, poor English. Anything remotely drop worthy to come across the pike. We do have Hellion out. No tech lab, so it's probably just going to be for scouting purposes. Doesn't look like he's going to even attempt to get the blue flames. Here again, another Overlord looking down John's Common Knowledge hallway. All the gas up for the Zerg player. So curious about what tech route he's going to go. We have a Baneling Nest coming up. And a couple more spines. How many queens do we have out now? We have 3 queens, four queens out. So it looks like this was a... I don't even know if we can say this is a modified Ice Fisher or not, because while there are a lot of queens and spines on the field, looks like he got his gas kind of early. Didn't get a third yet, although he may be digging on that. Nope, not yet. Not a bad idea, though. The Baneling Nest is almost complete. Probably going to see some of these morph immediately. We have 3 bunkers full of Marines up here for Netrix. And getting his expansion established, we are seeing a reactor go down. We have 2 tech labs. We're getting... We don't have any tech happening yet, though, as we see the starport up. And what is going to happen there? I'd be curious to see if these are going to swap. So we can get medevacs out of the reactor and some tanks or something for the... No. What's happening? Nothing. Nothing at all. He's got his eBay up, getting an armory. Maybe we're going to see... Looks like we're going to see some Thors come out. I wish the Terran player would scout more, because if he does, I think he'll see that that Thors probably won't be great. I mean, unless he's going to go with kind of a mass Hellion. I mean, if he goes all mech, Hellion, tank, Thor, then maybe. But why do you have this? Are you going to get Banshees in the mix? I mean, you only have 2 base. I don't know. I'm confused as to what the Terran player is thinking right now. Zergling's getting surround on the destructible rock, so he is going to be taking his third. Look at the creep spread here by Kildress. Very, very good. Not used to seeing that, even at the gold level. So good for you, Kildress. You are ahead of the curve on your creep spread. And we are seeing Spore Crawlers drop down and Aspire. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some Ling Bling Muta here from Kildress. But he's not putting any pressure as of yet. And we're going to see a couple of tech labs drop. Looks like we're going to see some mass Thors. I don't see... I mean, there's like no units coming out here for Terran. If the Zerg wanted to do some serious damage, all he has to do is attack with these Banelings and Lings. Doesn't even have to wait for the Mutalisks. And look at this, getting Ventral Sacs, looking to do some drops. Spire is almost about to complete. We are getting level 2 weapons upgrade here from Netrix, from our Terran player. It does have combat shields finished, getting stim 3/4 of the way done. It doesn't look like he's going to be doing much with Marauders, although we do now see the concussive shell go down, so it looks like we'll see some Marauders come into play at some point. There's the swap I was looking for on the starport and factory. We're going to see Thors getting produced and Hellions. See, now if you want to make Hellions, you could have made them out of that reactor. But you're not using this to make medevacs. Yeah, this Terran's play is very confusing. Very confusing. Big Ling Bling Mutaforce here. Looking to do all kinds of damage. Muta's going to swing down, going to check for this third. Not going to see it. Are they going to swing in to... Look at this. Now, for the first time, we have a Raven going out to scout. And 2 Marines. Now, they're just going out to pick off creep tumors. Mutas are going to swing in the back. Going to run into some turrets, get repelled. Marines coming out. I like this play by Netrix. He's been sitting back, he's been macroing. However, the problem with that is when there's mutas on the map, you become extremely exposed, and ravens are very expensive, and you're going to lose that raven right away. The scan goes down, so he sees what he's dealing with. Ling Bling Muta. Not sure how Netrix is going to feel about that. He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough anything right now. I mean, he doesn't have enough Hellions to deal with the Lings. He doesn't have enough Marines to withstand the Banelings, and he doesn't have enough Thors to deal properly with the Mutas, in my estimation. So, and where did those Mutalisks go, by the way? Far did they go? I don't see them. But it looks like he's going to try and move out anyway, which I just think is really... Oh, here are those Mutas. I think is a mistake. I don't like it very much at all. Marines moving out without the rest of the army. This is a terrible bad move. Oh! Going to kill the drop immediately. Oh! Zergling is getting surrounded by Marines. Banelings coming in, just doing all kinds of damage. But actually, a lot of the Banelings got killed by the Thors, but they were still enough to kill all of those Marines. And now, Netrix forced to run away completely. Now he does have 3 more Thors out, which could be scary for any of the units that that Kildris is going to be throwing at him. And he's going to be forced to move away, making some more Lings, spawning some more Banes, getting that air upgrade. 24 Banelings coming out, 14 Mutalisks morphing, Marines and Thors moving out with some SCVs for repair. And more Marines gonna die. Oh, but they smack up against these Thors, and the Thors doing a pretty good job dying. And the Mutas are going to chase down this medevac, and it too shall pass. More Thors coming out. The Thors are doing very little other than temporarily scaring away Mutalisks. As you can see, more Banes are coming out. And Zerg players, it's okay if your Banes... You know, if you don't kill all your Marines, all the Marines with your Banelings, if you use them to soften up the Thors, I mean, it's not ideal, but at this level, that's a perfectly good use of your Banelings, especially if you're getting upgrades, which is great. They're going to be able to do all that much more damage. Tanks now also now that we have tanks out, do we have siege mode complete? We're just starting it now, so I don't think the tanks will be, if there's any kind of engagement now, it's going to be really hard for the tanks to be that big of a help. The planetary fortress, there's no way it can be done in time. If this attacks right now, that's probably going to have to be game. I just really don't see Netrix being able to keep up here. He's trying really hard. He is making more barracks. Looks like he's going to be switching to adding some more bio to his makeup, which I'm not sure if that's the best. Honestly, I think he should probably be getting more Hellions to deal with the Lings and the Banelings. Less Marines, less bio, and stick with Thors, tanks, and Hellions. I think that is probably the best way to deal with this. There's not any turrets back here, so the Mutalisks are going to be able to come in and do some damage. Oh, goodness. Lots of splash. Lost a couple Mutas there. They were too plumped up, too ready to die. However, he's already invested so much in upgrading his Marines. They're +3 now. It's almost or about to be +3. There's +3 started on them, at least, I should say. So you really don't want to exclude them from your mix, but because you've already invested so much, those Thor missiles sound so awesome. They sound so badass. Javelin missile launchers sound like really, really big fireworks. Lots and lots of banelings. Lots and lots of lings. Infestors now. Looks like they're making their way out. Kildra still only on 3 bases. I think at this point he should probably be looking for a 4th, and because Netrix, especially because Netrix has taken his 3rd, and his 3rd is a gold, and you know, I'm sure you know that Zerg players, in order to keep up economically, especially against Terran and the mules that they're able to use, you've got to stay at least 1 base ahead. But this is a huge sea of lings and banelings, and I don't think that there's any. I mean, this is a lot of siege tanks, though. If they come in at this point and attack, Netrix may have waited too long, because the tanks with the splash. I still think he needs more Hellions. I think he needs so many more Hellions, and I think if he had Blue Flame Hellions in the mix, like a big clump of them, like right out in the front, he could do so much damage, and he could kill, between the Hellions and the tanks, he could really do a ton of damage. Look at the Zergling run around, going to be trying to sneak in the back. He has abandoned these bunkers. He has no units in them, hasn't salvaged them because they're serving as kind of a wall off. But these lings are going to sneak in between the bunker and the factory, and they're going to start killing all kinds of SCVs, just taking out SCVs at will. He's got to move a bunch of his units down. Did he overcommit down here? That's the question. Zerglings do get the run up into the main, going to be in the midst of the production facilities, going to be able to take out and do all kinds of damage, taking down tanks, taking down, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to be able to take out turrets and tech labs and add-ons and things like that. I hear Zerglings still chewing, but I don't. Oh, here they are. Pardon me. And but he is able to take care of it. Still a couple of lings out here gnawing on bits and pieces. Netrix did not overcommit, but he is in trouble, and that attack back at the base is going to be costly for him because, oh, Neural Parasite out for the Infestors, and oh my goodness, Thor turning his back on his own people, and here come the Ultralisks. Oh my goodness. Netrix is in trouble. He just lost quite a few units, although he is not that far behind in the unit count. The Ultralisk stayed at bay. Man, here come more lings for a run by. They're going to be taken out by this bunker and siege tanks, no problem. And look at all these units. Ultralisks. We've got Infestors. Neural Parasite has been researched and finished. Banelings morphing in left and right. I just don't know. I mean, the downfall, if there's going to be one for Kildris, is he might just be down economically and unable to look at that, baiting in the units to come and fight these tanks. But what he didn't anticipate was just the overwhelming force of Kildris, and all these tanks are going to go down. There was fungal on those. They're going to come in here using what little energy they have to get a infested Terran that won't even pop. Zerglings coming in though. Got to take care of this tank in the back, doing all kinds of damage. Planetary Fortress out, getting eaten on, but now getting mass repaired by the SCVs, and now with these tanks down here, it looks like Netrix is going to be able to clean this up, and Kildris is going to have to run away, but now does have his 4th base up and mining. Pardon me. Going to take a sip of my tasted beverage. Marauders moving down, picking off. Very nice pick off. Stimming in, going to move down here. Try and take out this expansion. Very important. Going to re-stim just to make sure he gets this hatchery. Ling's going to run away. And then he's going to just get right on out of dodge. And it looks like Kildress, who's been ahead this entire game, may actually be in trouble as we see Netrix double expanding and nearly mined out in the main, mined out in his gas here, completely mined out in the natural, has all of his SCVs, it appears, at the gold, which is about to be mined out. So he has to double expand, or he's about to run out of money completely, although he does have quite a little trust fund up here. In minerals, though, very little gas. So this would be, again, a very good time for, well, I guess Hellions aren't really going to do that much against Ultralisks, though they will still help against Banelings. And Zerglings haven't really used any of them. Is he going to get a cancel off on this? Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a cancel or a kill. But this one is complete. So going to get the Planetary Fortress up. Can't say. Marauders coming out. Going to get smacked around by these Ultralisks. Tank goes down. Doesn't look like the SCVs are going to be able to get a surround on this Planetary Fortress in time. It's going to be, oh no, the BF goes down, and the Ultralisks are going to have their day. Killing these tanks, running amok, doing all the damage necessary to probably end this game, if not right now, very soon. More Marauders coming out by Netrix, but while they are upgraded, +3 attack, which is probably pretty good against Ultralisks, these guys... Oh, does he not? No, maybe he's already used the fungal on these infestors. I thought they were new infestors. But another Ultralisk down here, Mutalisks down here. I think Kildress does have this well in hand. I thought the advantage may have swung over into Netrix's However, he doesn't have any mining bases except for this one now. So now the Planetary Fortress halfway finished. And why can I not say Planetary Fortress? But here comes Kildress, going to move in, going to kill off. Oh, wants to go and pick off this drop because this is the only mining base of Kildress now is down here at his third. This almost mined out. The main certainly mined out. But here it comes, moving in with the drones and taking out the Planetary Fortress, now completely all in. Not sure why, because he can make more units, but getting surround on these Marauders, trying to kite, trying to do all kinds of damage, but going to have to stem and try and run away, but not going to be able to do it. Lings will get the surround, and here come the Ultralisks, and they are going to do big damage with these Lings. Now, something I found out recently that I did not know about the Ultralisk is that their attack is a ranged attack. It is a range of 1. And so, Ultralisks and Zerglings can fight together, and their damage does stack, because this is a melee attack, and this is a range attack. So when the Ultralisks are behind the Zerglings, their damage does stack. I was under a different impression previously and thought that that they could not do so, but I was wrong. Yes, the Ultralisk's attack is a ranged attack. New info for me. Very fun game between the Zerg player and the Terran player. And thank you to Kildress, who submitted it. Really enjoyed that one. And this was a gold level game, guys. So this is what I have in mind. If you would like to see your game cast on NuubCast, send your replay to noobcasters@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Blomus. Keep climbing that ladder. Peace.